So we're gonna go over what happened in the markets today, for the most part, and we'll start right here with SPY. There's a lot going on, but you can see the green right here is the 200-day moving average. The purple is the 150-day, and you never know which one of these is gonna be, the most significant. So I like using anchored VWAPs. So we take the anchored VWAP from the highs, all-time highs. You'll see we got some resistance. Well, it's sitting right here at this 450.45 level, right? Um, so we clear off these indicators just so stuff not as messy. I got some levels plotted that I think would be resistance. So we had support here in this 449 to 451 range. So I think we could chop around here for some time. To be honest, I'm not sure. I do think we probably get a nice scalping opportunity to short SPY um, around 451, and we'll probably get that tomorrow, more than likely. I don't think this bounce was. I don't. I mean, if you think about what's happening, I mean, a month ago, we started this pullback. So like really like 3 weeks ago and some change, we started this pullback, and nothing has changed from January, the beginning of January to now. So stocks with rates raising, in my opinion, are not worth this. So I mean, you have bounces in the midst of downtrends, just like you have pullbacks in the midst of uptrends, bull markets. So it's not unusual to see these bounces. It's kind of hard to know when they're gonna happen sometimes, but obviously the market was oversold. I wasn't sure if we would have bounced today. On Friday, I thought we wasn't. Then on Saturday, I was looking at stuff, or maybe it was Sunday, I was charting stuff. And I was like, okay, some of this stuff like it's gonna bounce. If you look at this channel that SPY's in, you'll see that we are right smack dead in the middle. It's a little tough to see, but you see this white line was a was an uptrend. So you had some bounces, and then you broke. You set up this new trend line, which is this yellow line, which is basically from the November lows. So that yellow line is taking all these points that I got here. So if we break that yellow trend line, that's going to be verification that we're taking that next leg down. Where we reject that, I mean, that's anybody's best guess. I would say 451 would be probably the first place we start seeing trouble. So in times like this, you want to make sure you see big option flow. Um, Something that I just picked up some shorts on was ARC. I honestly didn't want to short it until we got back up near like 86, up in this range. But we saw some golden sweeps come in for the 64.22 March 18th puts. And I mean, we in a little supply area. Price action didn't look like it was about to reject and start flushing, but the big orders come in. You just start loading up. You know which levels you want to. I probably get like. I mean, I'm pretty light right now. I would say I probably get like a half size entry right here. And if the market start to get insanely bearish, I probably want to get closer to my full entry. Ideally, we'll get a full entry up here because this downtrend, in my opinion, ain't stopping no time soon. I mean, like I said, you had these bounces. Something else to watch out for is roadblocks. I think if you can get roadblocks, basically between like 70 and 75, right at this downtrend, you'll have a pretty good entry. We caught most of this move from roadblocks today, just longing it. What else we had? Oh yeah, AMD. We caught a lot of AMD. I think I took it from like basically 109 basically is when I got in, and I rode it up to 112, I think, something like that. Uh, what happened today? You had Tesla had a pretty big upgrade, so that went absolutely crazy today. We'll look at that on the daily because this has a nice trend going on. I mean, I guess it's a falling wedge. I don't know what this is. It looked crazy, but whichever way this decide to break, it's going to be a big move, and we definitely will be wanting parts of that. Netflix had a pretty big upgrade today too. I mean, I thought Netflix had no chance of going back to fill this gap anytime soon, but here it is already. But it's like every other gap fill I played. That mess ain't having like Snapchat, Disney, all that stuff. Neo is another one that was up like it was up 17% today. If this get back near that 27.3 level, 27.5, I'm definitely shorting it. You broke some major support there, a pretty long term trend line. So I'll be looking to short that. And like I said, nothing changed from early January to now. So you know, not just gonna magically be worth this again. People are not gonna want to start buying it. In my opinion, we'll see what happens when we get there. Alibaba went crazy. Once this break 108, we got room for a big move down. I think it's going probably to at least 100. Uh, we get past 100. I don't know where it goes, but I mean, it's been holding this previous resistance area pretty nicely for a couple months now. That's why I say if it break this, the first one, I mean, honestly, 100 is probably why I start scaling out. Um, I mean, but this got room down to 85, really. We'll say 86. So I'll go ahead and put a marker there just so I know that I'm playing it 86. Once it does, I got my alert there. So that's some stuff that we looking at. And I would say you can't really be bullish or bearish. The market just going to keep whipping back and forth. This channel on SPY is going to be very significant. We're breaking. I mean, like I said, the white line is right in the middle, and it might look better on the weekly. It might be easier to see. And you can see we had some bounces, and then we broke. So you would think it would be acting as resistance, and it kind of was last week, but it might be a little played out right now. But we'll see what markets go from here. I don't think we go back and like retest all-time highs or nothing crazy like that. But hey, I wouldn't be surprised at anything. And I seen a lot of bearish flow for Goldman Sachs. I don't know what's going on with that. I seen bearish flow for Citigroup and Wells Fargo. And honestly, the market just looked like everything that was doing good wasn't really doing too good today, and stuff that has been doing horrible just went crazy. Like, I mean, XLF is up decently, but nothing compared to the 13% that Roblox is up or the 9% that Alibaba was up. You know what I'm saying? So you can see that clearly something weird is going on. I mean, it's probably just it's one of them oversold bounces. Stuff bounces once it gets oversold. So I think that's what's going on. Disney going for a gap fill too, but I wasn't too interested in playing that. Uh, we'll see what it does over time. But I mean, that's pretty much what's going on in the market. Just take it day by day. I don't think we're at the by the dip point for long term investors. I still don't believe so. Like I said, you just wait for breaks of downtrends. You can shoot and try to guess a bottom. Um, you know, with risk comes reward. So to each his own. But I don't look at these markets still and think, yeah, this is a bottom. And you got a nice downtrend going on here for Russell 2000. I guarantee you, if we test these levels, we're going to reject and probably flush 188. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what plays out once, if we make it back this high again. But appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned in. Look for stuff to set up some rejections. Continue to play the downtrends that's already intact, and don't try to guess nothing crazy. So appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch y'all next time.